When God marks you, not even the devil can touch you, unless it's to protect his own investment. Let that sink in. You've heard of bodyguard, but have you ever been so spiritually dangerous that even hell had to stand down? Listen closely. Most people don't understand what it really means to be chosen. They think chosen is favor, miracles, open doors, and goodbye. But here's the raw truth. Being chosen means being a walking contradiction. You're attacked. Ask me how I know. You're hated. You're misjudged. You're envied. Yet still divinely protected in ways that don't even make sense. And here's something wild. Neuroscience shows that people who survive deep trauma often develop heightened intuition and resilience. Now imagine that level of survival fused with spiritual anointing. That's not just recovery, that's divine mutation. That's you, chosen one. God didn't just cover you, you were set apart. Your life carried a spiritual do not touch sign. People tried to break you, but heaven had alarms. Spirits tried to approach, and even they got nervous. You became so wrapped in divine purpose that darkness had to say, not this one. Touching them might cost us everything. And now the same ones who tried to ruin you, they're sitting in regret, clutching their chests like victims, crying in group chats, stalking your glow like it owes them closure. They can't process how someone they thought they buried came back, resurrected with receipts, resilience, and radiance. So hear this as revelation, not hype. Your anointing didn't just surprise your enemies, it shook the hierarchy of darkness itself. Number one, your anointing was so authentic, even the enemy had to submit. Your anointing wasn't loud, but it was lethal to anything fake around you. You didn't have to perform it or show off. Your presence alone made spirits uneasy. And not just people, we're talking about forces, realms, and realities most folk don't even acknowledge. You were born with the spiritual voltage so high that darkness had to double check before making a move. Some people got attacked, torn apart, taken out completely. But when it comes to you, there is a strange delay. Things would get close but never land. Plots would form, then collapse mid-air. People would try to curse you and end up cursing themselves. That's not luck, that's divine jurisdiction. The enemy had to step back and admit, you can't touch this one reckless. To mess with them is to violate heavenly protocol. There are certain people heaven protects like royalty. You are one of them. And the wildest part, you didn't even know how high your rank was. You were just trying to survive, trying to heal, trying to be normal. At the same time, hell, holding emergency meetings, wondering why you were still standing. See, the enemy is strategic. He doesn't waste resources on battle he knows he can't win. So with you, he tried the subtle route, betrayal through people, manipulation, confusion, delay. But even then, something kept blocking the full impact. That something was your anointing. It wasn't about you being perfect. It was about you being chosen. Because you were chosen, the spirit realm recognized you as off limits. Your life was marked not by trauma, not by failure, not by what they did to you, but by God himself. So now the enemy is forced to sit back and watch you glow, watch you rise, watch you walk in authority. Because he couldn't touch you. And now, like everyone else, watching you become unstoppable. Number two, they don't just regret losing you, they regret mishandling sacred territory. They thought they were dealing with a regular person, someone they could toy with, disregard, manipulate when it benefited them. But they weren't mishandling you, they were mishandling something sacred. You weren't just a friend, a partner, or a family member. You was a divine access, a walking connection to grace, healing, elevation. God placed you in their lives as a lifeline. And they, instead of honoring it, they mocked it. They disrespected it. Now the regret is deeper than missing you. It's the slow, painful realization that they offended something far bigger than you. They thought they were playing games with your heart, not realizing they were playing Russian roulette with the spiritual assignment. Some people come with warning labels straight from heaven. Handle with reverence. You were one of them. You didn't enter their life by accident. You were sent strategically, divinely, and purposely. But because you didn't arrive in fancy packaging, they couldn't recognize the power you carried. They disrespected the blessing because it didn't look like what they expected. And now, their regret is eating them alive. Not just because you're gone, but because their life hasn't been the same since the favor they carried while connected to you left with you. The peace they felt around you, gone. The covering they didn't know you provided lifted. The stability they took for granted shaken. All that's left is the memory of someone heaven sent, and the reality that they treated sacred alignment like it was disposable. They thought they could walk away and upgrade, but instead, they downgraded their entire lives by severing their connection to divine order. You weren't just a person, you were a moment of alignment, and they didn't just lose you, they lost the favor that came with you. That's a kind of regret that doesn't fade. That's a loss that hits harder after you're gone. And now, while they're stuck in the aftermath, you're stepping into the comeback God wrote before they ever tried to bury you. Therefore now, like never before, it's time to rebuild the city.